On this desk is maybe more excited than the others.
That's right. Anybody who's watched any of the shows that I've done over the 40 years I've been here knows where I stand on this game. I'm a Buffalo Bills fan, part of the Bills Mafia, so I will be cheering for Buffalo to win that game and get to another Super Bowl and maybe win one this time.
Break the curse. I think regardless, whoever wins, it's a great story coming out of it.
It is a great
That's a
story.
great response, because I don't know if you knew. I feel like a ref right here in the middle, because Josh is a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
And you brought that up to Ken, and immediately Ken was like, "You're going down."
Yeah, that's it. Very awkward.
Fighting words in this studio.
Yeah, well, my exact words, well, somebody has to be a Kansas City fan. There are a lot of them up there, and there's one right here.
Yeah.
That's okay. We should have like a gentleman's wager or something.
I think that would be fun.
Think of something to bet.
Yeah.
Maybe you
Maybe
do
a pocket
the weather.
Square. You and I both rock.
Oh, I was saying like you do the
That
weather
sounds
and you
good.
do the news or
Maybe
something.
No,
or something.
that's not.
Still not.
That's
Okay.
not
He's
gonna
out.
happen.
Well,
He's
we'll
out.
workshop this. But we all are on the same page for enjoying the sunshine we got today,
yeah.
right? We're on the same team for that one.
That's been a nice change of pace for us. And you know, those clear skies are going to take us through the rest of the night tonight. That's where temperatures already starting to slide back to about 50 degrees or so as those clear skies still remain overhead. But boy, a beautiful live look out of downtown Portland on this Friday evening. After our daytime highs, well, they managed to get back up well above the average. Low 50s, a welcome sight with that sunshine, when our average daytime high temperature should be hovering right around 48 degrees or so. We also managed to hold on to those mid to upper 40s and low 50s along the coastline, as our satellite and radar does depict the cloud-free skies that will take us through the overnight hours. So that's going to create the radiative heat, cooling, I should say, because all the heat we built up in the day will escape back out into space. And you can see that cooling trend underway as we take a live look out towards the Vancouver area. Thanks to our Riverview bank camera, we will be dipping below the freezing mark in many cases. So that means the frosty mornings, they are going to stay with us as we dip to about 28 degrees, the coldest morning over the next several days by the time we get to the start of next week. So keep those ice scrapers close at hand. It'll just give you some smooth sailing as you start next week off. As the ridge of high pressure, the culprit for the lack of rainfall, the lack of snow, but the abundant sunshine, it is still taking shape. So a blocking omega pattern really prevents any new weather systems from pushing their way into the Pacific Northwest. This is what we've been holding on to for quite some time, but eventually it starts to break down as we work our way into Tuesday, still keeping the dry, sunny skies across much of the Pacific Northwest. Separated low from the jet stream, bring some beneficial rain to our friends down in Southern California. But as we push our way into the end of next week at the surface level, a cold front slides its way back through the Pacific Northwest, finally putting an end to the long, dry and sunny stretch of weather we've been holding on to as of late. So it all plays out as followed. Our future cast showing those sunny skies really going to be taking hold of next week. As we do approach Wednesday morning, maybe some patchy fog, sunshine by the afternoon, before things start to get a little bit more interesting. Come Thursday, the cloud coverage a little bit more widespread by the afternoon. The evening, bringing back not only rain, but mountain snowfall. Great for the skiers and snowboarders alike, as our snow elevation levels, they are expected to start to slide backwards, close to about 1,500 feet by the time we get to the weekend. Of course, that's still a week or so out, so likely going to be having some adjustment with that snow elevation level. But nonetheless, good to see the return of some snow, likely going to be filling up the 24-hour column as we approach the end of next week and rebuilding that base layer, as we have seen lackluster rain accumulation, growing that rain deficit to over 1.5 inches, when January is typically our third wettest month of the year. So we got some catching up to do, as our rain gauges by the end of the month should start to fill close to about 3/4 of an inch at the best case scenario. So we would like to see that come to fruition as we fall back to about 29 tonight. Tomorrow, more sunshine, highs back into the mid-40s, and our 7-day forecast. It's a rinse and repeat scenario without the wet weather part of that term until we get to Thursday and Friday. That's when those temperatures get back up into the upper 40s and the rain returns Thursday into Friday. That will be a welcome sight in regard to the rain deficit that keeps growing, but also just something different for us to get to experience.
Yeah, absolutely. I almost hate to say this, but I'm looking forward to a little bit of rain.
I am too. It's what we are accustomed to in January.
The norm.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, Josh.
Keep it here. We'll be back in just a minute.